Namaste.
Namaskaram. So what is the time there now?
It is 10:30 a.m.
Oh, okay. Go on ahead little. Okay. So what do you wish to learn after this?
I was thinking about, but you already, approached on a subject. Uh, I was wondering about this next versions of the Vedas actually. If we can go through some of the, and that's my just personal interest in nothing. I want to know what differences between or the similarities of what we need to take from the Atharva Veda, Yajurveda Veda, and those kind of things at a very high level, what those are. I'm interested in to know that.
Okay. Now for learning that could be a more like a information sharing type of a thing. But as a learning class, that cannot be a
I get it.
topic.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyway, let's see how it goes. Let's complete Bhaja Govindam. Om Sadashiva-Samarambham Shankaracharya-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam Gurur-Brahma Gurur-Vishnu Gurur-Devo Maheshwaraha Guru-Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Asmat Guru Charana Ravinda Bhyan Namaha. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. So, reminder at 8:15. No problem. Even I remember it today. Okay. Probably we should be able to complete all the remaining shlokas of Bhaja Govindam today. So we looked at the 27th shloka. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Dhyeyam Shripati Rupam Ajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyan Dina Janayacha Vittam. Okay. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Bhagavad Gita. Geyam Dinam Pratidinam every day. Nama Sahasram Vishnu Sahasranama Japam. Dhyeyam Shripati Rupam Ajasram. Do dhyanam of Saguna Ishvara, Sarupa, regularly every day. Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam. Be along with Sajjana, which means actually learn by Guru Upasadana and have Satsanga. Deyan Dina Janaya Chavittam. Everyday Danam. Don't shy to give Danam. The more you give, the more you earn. The more you earn, that is the currency which will come with you at the time of death. The other, there is a There is a Subhashita in Sanskrit. Unutilized money will perish. Either the money should be used by yourself and you exhaust it to accomplish your desires, or it should be given to someone as dhanam, where they can accomplish their desires for satkaryam. If these two are not done, you at least you may invest and grow the money. But if you don't use it or you don't give it to someone to use it, it will perish. You will say, how will it perish? When you die, you can't take it and go. You'll have to give it to someone. Now the person whom you are giving, it may be your kith and kin, your relatives, whoever, they have not put any effort to get that money. They have got it as a gift. And when something is available as a gift without an effort, it will not be valued. If some good values are there, maybe for one generation they will protect it. But what about the subsequent generation? They will launder it and it will go. So how much ever money you keep, nasham is an end to it. So better than that, put it into some proper usage, either for yourself or for the society. Okay, that is why deyam deena janaya chavittam, give it to people who are needy and get punyam. It's an exchange offer. So you can pay money and buy points. Like that, you can give dhanam and buy punyam, which will be useful currency to you when you need it. Otherwise, this currency is of no use when you need it. Okay, right. Let us go to the next one. Sukhata.
Giving it to your giving it to your kins and kids or kids is not dhanam.
100% not dhanam. Why are you giving? Are you give? What is your motive of giving? Isn't your desire sitting behind it? Dhanam is on the motive. Right? Here you are giving it as upabhoga only. Okay, after you die, you don't have to give. They will take it. When will you give? When you are alive and when you are sound in your mind. Why will you give? At least take care of me. Put 2 times food. Give some nursing to me. Without this ichcha, why will you give? Right? So indirectly it goes to your desire and some return on giving it, so it will not come under dhanam. Dhanam means give it, forget it. Okay. If you are giving it to your kith and kin and you are just leaving the house and going without anyone knowing, like a sannyasi, still it will not be dhanam. Because there is an attachment due to which you have given it. That bandhana comes in between. Why? You would have left the house, but your mind will be there. What are these people doing? Are they misusing the money? Mentally you will be stuck with it still. A very, very deep-rooted, well-thought human psychology. It is all innately available in all of us. And unless we put an effort to think on it, plan on it, work on it, practice it in small ways, we will not be able to overcome it. Just knowledge will not be able to overcome this. It requires practice, and that is where tapas and titiksha both will come. Okay, that is why deyam deena janaya cha vittam, that ability to give small portions and not have heartburns will make you prepared that one day anyway you have to give it everything and go, and I can go peacefully. Okay, right. Sukhatah kriyate rama bhogaha paschad dantaha sharire rogaha yadyapi loke maranam sharanam tadapi na munchati papa charanam. Okay, now if any instrument is given, you can either use it or misuse it. Mobile is an instrument. You can use the instrument or you can misuse the instrument. That ability, how to use it, is in your hand. So what he says is, Bhagavan has given this instrument now. Mahata punya panyena, by giving a lot of money of punyam, I have got this manushya shariram. Durlabham trayamevaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam. First is manushyatvam. Durlabham trayamevaitat. It is very rare to get. In that you have got it. So you have got an able instrument, perfectly working, eyes, ears, everything working. Okay. Now how do you use this instrument? He says, Sukhatah kriyate rama bhogaha. To get momentary pleasures, I utilize this instrument wherever my mind takes it. Sukhatah kriyate, for my sensual or material pleasures. Rama bhogaha, enjoyment. Kriyate, I make use of. Then what happened? Paschadanta sharire rogaha. At the end, what happens to this instrument? Asti jayate vardate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati iti षड्विकाravate tat sthula shariram. Okay. Tarunastavat taruni saktaha. And then at the end, what happened? Viparinamate apakshiyate. Paschadanta sharire rogaha. You will get diseased. Why? You didn't take care of the instrument properly. You misuse the instrument will give up its ability over a period of time. Okay. Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam. Finally, the death is the most certain thing which everyone knows, that we have to die one day, and it will bring an end to all this, including miseries, including all the pain. Death will bring an end to it. Even though we know yadyapi, although loke maranam sharanam, they will finally aham tvam sharanam prapadye yamadharma raja, take me and go, I don't want to live. Even after knowing this, tadapi na munchati papa charanam, even after knowing this, papa acharanam na munchati, we do not untie ourselves, but we get hooked on to all the papams what we do. That is called knowingly misusing the instrument. Unknowingly misusing the instrument is a different thing, can be taught. But knowingly, janami dharman Nachame pravrittihi janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. We are all Duryodanas. We know what is wrong, but I will not give it up. We know what is right, but I cannot follow it. There is a very another beautiful Subhashita is, I don't want to do punyam. I don't want to do good things, but I want to accrue punyam. Don't ask me to do all those things and all, I can't. But punyam, yes, I want. Don't ask for efforts, but result I want. Okay? I cannot stop doing wrong, but I don't want the papam. Are you able to get? I cannot do but wrong things. The effect of that papam I don't want. I will not do good things, I want punyam. I will not stop doing the bad things, but I don't want papam. This is never possible. Okay, if you misuse the instrument, you have to face it. So, very clearly, tadapi na munchati papa charanam. Knowing it very clearly, as Arjuna said, anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. Anichannapi, even if I don't want, something drags me and pulls me to do this. Anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. How many times we have all cheated our own self? Ye nahi karna hai. And for that very nice word also is that today is cheat day. Oh, very good. The rest of the day I don't tell but I cheat. Today I nicely cheat myself, knowing very well that I am going to cheat. What is it going to give? Are you able to get that? That is self-fooling. Tadapi na munchati papa charana. Now what is papa? Papa. What is papa? Because if papa acharanam you have to stop, you should know what is papa. What can give papa? Papa is a result. What can give papa?
Not following dharma.
No, that is, it has to be specific. Not following dharma. Now, dharma itself, when you say interpretation of dharma is relative from people to people. Okay. That is why even in court, they will refer to some other earlier case and say, based on that, I am pleading this way. Otherwise, the judge may say, no, for the same problem, some other punishment. So that is why they keep a precedence of the earlier verdicts given for similar type and then they plead the case. Like that, dharma is a very ambiguous word, because if not understood in the proper context, if we use our just intelligence, we can misinterpret dharma. Right? So dharma alone will not following dharma. Yes, it will be papa, but that is a very vague statement according to me. Then what is a real, how do we earn papa? Nishiddha karma doing. Okay. Vihita karma tyagaha, nishiddha karma acharana. Two reasons for papam. Vihita karma tyagaha, nishiddha karma acharana. Okay. What is vihita karma tyaga? First we will see what is nishiddha karma acharana. That which you are supposed to be not doing, what you are not supposed to do, when you do it is called nishiddha karma. And nishiddha karma acharanam will 100% give you papam. For example, if someone says, don't put your hand onto the fire, it will burn. Whether you put it accidentally, whether you put it willingly, or whether the fire came and sat on your hand, the end result is hand is going to burn. Don't say by mistake. Okay, by mistake someone slapped me, will it not pain you? Even it is by mistake. Pain you have to undergo, right? So, Nishiddha karma acharanam papa janakam. It will give you papa. Okay. Is that only? Now when dharma comes na, mainly when people interpret it, they will talk about this only. I will stop doing Nishiddha karma. Or I will do a pariharam for cleansing up the Nishiddha karma. This is what maximum they will do. But there is another one papam also sitting. Vihita karma tyagaha papam. Whatever you are supposed to do, if you don't do, that is also a papam. See, when I have a family, I should take care of the family. That is vihita karma. If I don't take care, I get a papam. I wrongly take care, that is nishiddha karma acharanam, I again get papam. Two different papams there. Clear? So, in today's world, what are you able to control? Nishiddha karma tyagaha or vihita karma acharanam? Which is in your control? If you say both, then you have mastered the art of living. It is very unlikely. But among the two which you can do, which is in your control?
I have to do vihita karma.
Correct. And what is the first thing we leave? Vihita karma. We focus on nishiddha karma and we just drop vihita karma as because of हाँ ठीक है कल कर सकते हैं ना. Which is in your control. Okay, nishiddha karma situation also sometimes demands you to do it. Sometimes situation demands. Even if you don't want, the situation demands. You may end up doing. Chalo, theek hai. But what is 100% in your control, if that is not going to be done, isn't that a bigger papam than doing nishiddha karma? Vihita karma tyaga is a bigger papam than nishiddha karma acharanam, because that at least you can say there is some element of control which is outside me which I cannot do. For example, if someone says if we are today in Rama Rajya, I will not do any papam at all. Fair enough. But the fact is you are in Kali Yuga. It is not in your control. Right? For example, earlier and all this chula jalate hai na, for making food and all chula jo jalte hai. You put wood, गाय का गोबर का बना के ड्राई किया हुआ cow dung, you put all those, anything which has got a fuel value, you put there. There can be some insects, some small creatures which they die totally in that. And that, no, you cannot say because that is going to kill, I will not cook at all. So that is what is called suna. There is a type of papam which you will accrue. Then what will remove that? Taking Bhagavan's namasmaranam while cooking will remove that. Because it is beyond my control, I can't do anything. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So I just submit to you, Bhagavan, it is beyond mine. Like when you wake up, Samudra vasane devi parvatasthana mandale vishnupatni namastubhyam padasparsham kshamaswame. O Dharti Mata, I have to move. You are my mother, but still I have to keep my leg on you. What can I do? So don't bother about that. Then what have you to bother? Which is fully in my control, which is Vihita Karma. Vihita Karma is 100% you have to do, and that is called Swadharma. Swadharma is Vihita Karma, which you have been told you have to do by hook or crook. It's like प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए, जान जाए पर ये कर्मा नहीं छोड़े. Okay. And Vihita Karma, no compulsion of anyone in this universe can come and stop you doing your Vihita Karma. No one in the world can come and say, stop taking care of your family. All those, no one can do it. It is finally whom you decide about it, right? So, Papa Charanam, when you say, here the references by doing Nishiddha Karma, by misusing this instrument or abusing the instrument, I get Papa. Other one is by not maintaining it the way I should maintain it, still I will get Papa. Preventive maintenance. That is Vihita Karma. समझ में आ रहा है? Correct? Tadapi na munchati papa charanam. Okay, so we all have desires. We all abuse this instrument. But at a point of time, some thought should come. How much and what? Every one of us, we have to draw an inner limit ourselves to accrue this papa. And when you keep on reducing this limit, punya will automatically increase, because the only way to reduce the papa is keeping this instrument busy with Vihita Karma. There is no time to think of Nishiddha Karma. Right? If my mind has got wrong things, how do I remove it out? This is the whole technique of probiotics. How does probiotics work? If there is a wrong biotic in the system, you put probiotic, because their strength, when it increases, they will throw the other one out. They will expel it out. You have good microbes and bad microbes. When bad microbes have invaded, start putting more good microbes so that they will throw away the bad microbes out. Same way, you should start putting good things inside. No time to think about the bad which is already there. It will, law of diminishing will work. It will start becoming so small compared to the others that you don't have to bother about it. Don't think of eliminating it. It is a waste of time. So Vihita Karma doing more and more, automatically no time for even thinking about Nishiddha Karma. Does it make sense? So in one go, Vihita Karma is the most important, then Nishiddha Karma also. That is why it's Nitya Naimittika Karma is Vihita Karma or Niyata Karma, both. Correct? That is why it is at the topmost compared to Kamya Karma and Nishiddha Karma and Prayaschitta Karma. So keep focusing on what we have to do. There is no time for thinking about the other one at all. Is it clear? Okay. Then, Artham Anartham Bhavaya Nityam Nasti Tataha Sukha Leshaha Satyam Putrad Api Dhana Bhajam Bhitihi Sarvatra Esha Vihita Ritihi. Oh. This person, Adi Shankara, a sannyasi, knows all the inner story of our grihasthas. हर घर का महाभारत उनको मालूम है. All the secrets he knows, not being in the system. He or his disciples, कैसा लिखा है देखो. What he says, Artham Anartham. What is Artham? Money. Artha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Security, money. We believe that through money we'll get security. So security is the main thing. For that, one of the reason is money. If you get money, I can get security, I can buy anything what I want. Okay. He says, anartham, it is waste. Artham is anartham. Artham means what? Means. Artham, which is a means for security and desire, that itself is anartham. It doesn't have anything in it. It's like saying this particular orange has got sat in it. Means it has got nutrients in it. It's got something in it. He says that nutrients itself is the poison. Are you able to understand? Artham, anartham. To add to it, he says, bhavaya, you may please understand. Lot, he has put that bhavaya. Please understand this very clearly. When it is anartham, nityam anartham. Anything which has got money, status, security, which you feel that is going to protect you, he says it is anartham. Don't be disillusioned because of that. It doesn't have any substance in it. At least sometime it should have. No, at all times it will not have any substance. It has no purpose for you at all. Be very sure about that. Okay. So, artham, anartham, bhavaya, nityam. Why? He says, tataha nasti sukha lesham idam satyam. In that there is not even an iota of sukham. That is the truth. Are you able to get? He says this artham, whatever means we say, is meaningless. It doesn't have any happiness, even an iota of happiness at any time, any moment. That is the absolute truth. Very difficult to digest this, right? But I need it ना. नहीं तो घर गृहस्थी कैसा चलेगा? देखो, that is why they say use it like an instrument. Boat है, boat का meaning is to take you from one place to another. That's all. That's the job. If the job is over, you're not going to sit with the boat. You will leave and go ahead. The boat and the boatman will be here. He has got another job. Is it clear? So, nasti sukha leshaha iti satyam. Just 1 second. Both of us forgot. Sorry. Okay. अर्थम अनर्थम भावय नित्यम नास्ति सुख ततः नास्ति ततः सुख लेशः सत्यम. He says, here the artham word is very specific to money and security. Very clearly, in that form, artham is related to money. He says, what more than the biggest truth I can give you? Putra dhana bhajam api bhitihi. The biggest truth he is telling now. The person who has money fears his wife or husband, children, the maximum. क्योंकि जिनको मालूम है ये सच है ना, दे विल डू एवरीथिंग टू टेक योर मनी. एक दिन वही कुछ डाल के तुमको मार देंगे. जिसको मालूम नहीं है ये सच इतना, they will not. Always the closest person backstabs you first. Right? Even in an organization, you are the most closest person is the person who will backstab you, go to the competitor and give all the secrets out. Okay. So putra dhana, putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi. So putrat bhajam api bhitihi dhana. Because of this money, you will fear the closest of the closest people like your wife and son. बोलते हैं ना, even on the deathbed, श्वास निकला तो भी चाबी हाथ से नहीं देगा. Afterwards they have to open the hand, remove the key. ये बुढ़ा मरने के बाद क्या रखा है तो मालूम पड़ेगा. तब तक खोल के किसी का सामने देखेगा, सब दरवाज़ा बंद करके एवरीडे ही विल सिट एंड सी. बाद में चाबी वापस अपना उधर नीचे रखेगा. क्यों? मालूम पड़ गया तो दूसरा दिन मेरा ही दूध में पॉइजन, राम नाम मेरा कर देगा. डर उसका है वो. Are you able to get this? Whichever way you go, if you want some safety and security, and if you are dependent on someone, one second. If you are dependent on someone, you will fear that person the most. If that person doesn't support you, what will happen? Or if that person is tired of you and you have no view of what that person does, anything that person can do. समझ में आ रहा है? He says, last में he is giving a one very, ये सब लिख दिया स्टैम्प पेपर पे, लास्ट पे उसको नोटराइज करके सील कर देते हैं इन द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट. सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीति. ये अभी नहीं, सर्वत्र, एट ऑल टाइम्स, एट ऑल प्लेस, यही है रीत रिवाज. हर घर में यही महाभारत है, हर देश में यही है. देयर इज नो न्यू स्टोरी, ओनली द हीरो हीरोइन चेंजेस. The wealth changes, artha changes, situation changes, story tagline remains the same. सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः. क्यों? मुझे ये दौलत में मिला है कि डरो दूसरों से, तो I continue to fear. Then I pass it over to my next generation. Fear the other person. That person will also fear. सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः. भयम, biggest cause. Why? I am different, that person is different. That thought. Okay, so What did he do? He said, you have one enemy for everyone. That enemy you consider it to be your close friend. Okay. This close friend is never close to you. Please understand it. At no point of time is close to you. Okay. This person is the backstabber. Because this person creates the problem with others, with you. He stabs you. And if you feel this is happening only in your house, no. Ever since human beings were there, this was always the problem. And it will continue to be the problem. Sarvatraisha vihita ritihi. In every house, the next generation children always will feel that my parents are useless. They don't know how much even I know. Sarvatraisha vihita ritihi. We also did with our parents, our children will do with us. That feeling is there, they are not that, for example, now you can take, they are not as tech savvy as we are. Correct? They don't have the speed of working in multitasking as we had. Their next generation is going to do something different with them, but this riti will continue. Sarvatraisha vihita riti. So when it comes as unwritten law of the world, the best thing is to accept it. The moment you accept it, you will not fight it. If you will not fight it, you will consider it as my karma coming back to me. So you will not fret over it. You will just drop it. Very easily you will drop it. Why? I created it, I have to face it. Don't bother. ऐसे चलते रहेगा क्या है? कभी तक? मरने के बाद तो खत्म हो जाएगा. उसके बाद who can do it? No one can do anything. So the moment you remove and reduce your importance, value and relationship with this artham, considering it as anartham, that instantaneously sukham starts. You don't have to wait. The sukham will start instantaneously. You will start. वो बोलते हैं ना, एक बड़ा भार मेरा अंदर से कम हो गया. There are certain things after doing that you'll say, oh, I am relieved today. I was holding it for so many years. Exactly like that. And if you say, what will happen then to me? Who will take care of me? Asti jayate vardate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati iti shadvikaravat eta sthula shariram. Then who is me now? That sthula shariram is there. That is okay. It's an instrument. Today we have extended ourselves from security to own, from that to security to house, security to vehicle. गाड़ी में खरोच हुआ, मुंह से सहस्रनाम अर्चना ही निकलते हैं. करेक्ट? दैट इज हाउ. जिसने भी देखा किसने किया तो इनफ, इट विल बी ओनली जस्ट showering of bad words and going to fight. For what? गाड़ी में एक खरोच हुआ. मतलब गाड़ी और मैं में दो फर्क नहीं है. Here body is not yours, they are saying. हम तो बॉडी छोड़ के गाड़ी भी अपना बोल के बैठे. ये बॉडी को बोल रहा छोड़ दो, डोंट बॉदर. Why? If there is a life given to you, to protect it and to maintain it, see, you have to put your effort, but you cannot fret over it and say that this only has to happen. There is a vidhan, vidhi ka vidhan hai, wo chalte rahega, that's it. Why break your head too much on it? And to protect it, artham. considering that that is most shashwatam thing. All the 1000 rupee notes gone, 2000 rupee notes gone, 500 will go. Artham, anartham, what more? It is been taught, correct ना? Artham, anartham, कितना कितना डब्बा से जो निकला सब वेस्ट पेपर. Right? So, best is depend on only one. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. And he says, there he gives a commitment. Aham tvam sarvapapebhyo moksheshyami. Ma shuchaha. That is my commitment to you, my promise to you. If you come to me, I will completely absolve you from all the papas. And these papas are coming from where? Where are these papas coming? Sukata kriyate rama bhogaha paschadanta sharire rogaha. Vihita karma, nishiddha karma. Vihita karma tyagaha, nishiddha karma acharanam, papam. Artham, anartham, without understanding, holding and hoarding to it, papam. Okay, and understand that this is happening in every house at all times. It is not new. Correct? Good. Next. Now he comes to positive sadhanas. Pranayamam pratyaharam nityanitya viveka vicharam japya sameta samadhi vidhanam kurva 1 minute kurva vadhanam mahadavadhanam. Okay, pranayamam. Okay, now he is talking about very clearly vihita karmas. Pranayamam. Okay, why? It will take care of your health, physical and mental. Mind will be calm. If mind is calm, it will not run towards hooking on to things, holding on to things. Pratyaharam. That calm, relaxed mind. Then what needs to be done? Understand nitya nitya viveka vicharam. Okay. Nitya anitya viveka vicharam. Only with a calm mind you will know what is nityam and anityam. Otherwise, all anitya vastu you will use the intelligence and justify it to yourself it is nitya vastu. Right? For example, a soap is nitya vastu or anitya vastu? Soap. Soap, washing soap. Anitya, okay. Give up the soap. एक दिन ठीक है सर, लाइफ लॉन्ग गिव अप द सोप. नित्य वस्तु और अनित्य वस्तु इन रियलिटी फॉर मी. It's very simple things, but how we are hooked on to it, think about it. The very simple things. You don't need it. You can still be clean without a soap. If that frequently you take bath and all, 2 times, 3 times in a day, you don't need a soap. But for us it is a nitya vastu. We call it anitya in this class. But one day if the soap is missing from the bathroom, what happens? आज स्नान किया ऐसा ही नहीं लग रहा है. Does it make sense? So unknowingly we have made a lot of anitya vastu as nitya vastu. So we have to sit with a clear mind and convince to ourselves what is nitya and anitya, that viveka vicharam has to be there. And when will that come? Only when pranayama and pratyaharam, after doing it, when the mind is empty and calm, then it can happen. After that, japa. Once we are clear what is Nitya and Anitya Vastu, Japya Sameta Samadhi Vidhanam. See? Japya Sameta Samadhi Vidhanam. The way they have put it, please understand that we have misunderstood Patanjali's Yoga Shastra very well. And that is what is being promoted very, very strongly. And we all have been students of it. Think why I am saying that. Very boldly I can tell this group why. Without the right knowledge, without a clear objective, doing any dhyana is meaningless. Dhyana is a means to a particular end. It is not an end itself. I want to achieve this by dhyana. I want to achieve that by dhyana. So you need to have a sankalpa for the dhyana. Closing eyes and calming the mind is not called dhyana. Right? And this is what he clearly is now bringing it. He says, pranayamam, mind has got thoughts. Reduce that upsurge of thoughts by pranayama. Then pratyaharam, slowly disconnect yourself from the external. Then nityanitya vastu vicharam, understand what is nitya vastu and anitya vastu. Then hold on to the nitya vastu, japya sameta samadhi vadhanam. Okay. Along with the japa, you may need little japa to focus your mind onto that particular vastu which you have believed that is nitya vastu. Okay, that is why even the pranayama, when we do it, it is sagarbhita pranayama and not just breathing exercise. It is mantra yukta pranayama. It is never pranayama by just inhale, exhale, inhale. Pranayama is taught with Gayatri mantra. While inhaling this, so many counts, everything comes with the mantra. Same way, japa, mantra japa is supposed to be there. The fact that it is called mantra is manasa trayate iti mantra. Manana trayate. It will just keep your mind calm. It will not allow you to shift your focus. When your mind is focused extremely on it, automatically you are in samadhi. When do you get completely immersed in doing an action? Only when you do the action, right? Without the action, can you get immersed into something? Very difficult, right? And that's what they are saying. There has to be a proper thought. That thought has to be nicely enriched and cultivated. Then become one with that thought. But before that, be sure which thought you are going to hold on to. I can hold on to Dhanyam Dhanam Pashum Bahuputra Labham Shatasam Vatsaran Dirghamayuhu. Why? Vedas are telling, I hold on to that and do dhyanam. I will get dhanyam, I will get dhanam, I will get all that I can get. But they are not nitya vastu. So what you hold on is what you are going to get. So you have to have that discriminating ability to hold on to the right thing. And here very clearly it says nitya vastu japa sameta samadhi vadhanam. Japya sameta samadhi vadhanam. And how you have to do it? Very clearly now he is giving an adjective this. Kurvavadhanam mahadavadhanam. You have to regularly do it. Just regularly doing is it enough? No. Very carefully do it. Be highly sensitive while doing it. Be highly focused when you are doing it. Mahat avadanam, it is one of the highest nature of achieving what you want. वो time पे do not dilute your focus. You have to regularly do it and you have to be highly focused and sensitive while doing it. So the answer for the earlier two shlokas is given here. When you spend time on these, where is the time for doing Nishiddha Karma? Where is the time for Artham? Automatically your mind will mature out with Vairagyam saying Artham is Anartham. Correct? That is why earlier sannyasis were not even supposed to come near money. Bhikshan dehim, they will get food. Someone will give some clothes to them. Enough. और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Rest of my whole time I am spending only for this. Society will take care of them. Is that too much of a load on the society? 100% no, bhai. We achieve a punyam by taking care of them. Their bodily needs. Food देने का है, clothing देने का है, shelter देने का है. And what do they get? They get this enlightenment which they will pass that knowledge to all of us. Okay, so very clearly no time for all the other which are not really the focus. Okay, with this he actually ends up now. Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarat Achirat Bhava Muktaha. How do you get this? Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha. This Bhaktaha, Guru Charanambuja, on the lotus feet, he is completely dependent. For what? Samsarat Achirat Bhava Muktaha. For a long period of time, that means eternally, to go out of samsara and get moksha. Sendriya manasa niyamadevam. See, what is the way to attain this achirat bhava muktaha? He says, Indriya Manasa niyamat evam se saha. Only with shama and dama. Indriya niyama, manasa niyama evam. Okay. Sendriya sa indriyena. Sendriyena. Sendriya manasa. It is a samasta padam. Sa indriyena saha sendriya. Sa indriyena manasi. Samanasi. With the mind, with the indriyas, niyamat. Panchami. From doing, restrain. By restraining them, evam, he has put an evakara, only by that. So with restraint of your indriyas and the mind, that person who completely submits to the teacher's lotus feet with utmost shraddha, achirat bhava muktaha samsarat, will 100% for sure get moksha, which is a permanent. Drakshyasi nija hridayastam devam. He will be able to see, Second person, Drakshasi. In him he can see the God. Okay. Drakshasi, he can see that God who is dwelling within him for sure. That means, first is go to a teacher with full Shraddha, with the objective of moksha, have perfected Shama and Dama. With those niyama, 100% one can see God within his heart. Are you able to get this? Simple ones. One more is there. I think that is the last. No, two are there. Okay. Moodhaha kaschana vayyakarano. Dugrin dhyana, what is it? Duhkrinkarana dhyana dhurinaha Srimad Shankara Bhagavat Chishyai Bodhita Asi Chodita Karanaha Kaschana Moodaha Vayyakaranaha. Vayyakarana means what you know? Vyakarana. Vayyakarana, another way. Vayyakarana Moodaha. Most of the people are foolish. They waste their time in Vyakarana. Dugrin Dhyana Dhurinaha. They are so, intoxicated with this grammar. ऐसा है वो logicians जो बोलते हैं ना, ये है इसका ये ऐसा, इतना मच गए उसका अंदर, पूरा घुस गए. श्रीमद शंकर भगवत शिष्य, शंकराचार्य का शिष्य, बोधित आसी चोदित करणः. ओके, दे आर bodhita. See, chodita karanaha means, chodita is to, what do you say, to utilize and make use of. Karanaha, this body. So this body is being misused. Instead of getting knowledge and wasting time only in grammar and logic and talking big things. Shankara Shishyas, we believe very strongly that don't waste your time so much on that. Understand the concept and first perfect it. Get the benefit first. Okay. So, this silly grammarian rules, that vision has to be cleansed, and with this particular Adi Bhagavat Padas, all these Bhaja Govindam, that narrow minds have to be opened out. Those grammarians whose minds are so narrow, how do you look at grammar? See, whenever I take a grammar point, come on, Vibhakti, this, you are going more deep only in that one thing. Right? But you have lost the overall purpose of it. You become very good in grammar, you become very good in logic, your ego also goes up. The purpose is lost. That knowledge part is useful for a much better, higher objective that is lost. So he says, this Bhaja Govindam Moha Mudgara has to open this mind of these narrow-minded grammarians who are going deep, Chodita Karana. They are just utilizing the body to go deep. Rather than that, understand the purpose of this body and get yourself liberated. Getting it? Okay. And with that, the last shloka is Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Moodamate. Same like the first statement. Govindam Bhaja. Three Govindas. Why? Sthula Sukshma Karana, Sharirani, and Jagrat Swapna Sushupti. Okay. Bhur Bhuva Suvaha, whichever way you want, you take. Bhaja Govindam, He Moodamate, Namasmaranat अन्यम उपायम नहि पश्यामः भवाद भवाब्धि तरणे. ओनली नामस्मरणम ऑफ भगवान आपका इस नैया पार कर सकता है इस संसार से. जेन्युइनली सबमिट टू द ईश्वरा एंड उनका नामस्मरण will take you through much far than all this logics and everything. Is it clear? That's how this particular piece of Moha Mudgaraha by Adi Shankara and his disciples, by God's grace, we've been able to complete it. Is it clear? Okay? Right. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. Okay. Now what is going to be for the next class? No Viveka Chudamani and all now. You have to take simpler ones. Viveka Chudamani is not, right now I will not take. Huh? That is, no. Vishnu Sahasranam and all, it is actually, you have to read the meaning with Bhashyam. There is nothing to explain. That is basically grammar. How did this word come? So if you know that logic, okay, you understand from that, okay, it can connect to all the other. No, I don't think, no. We should, I'm thinking of starting night is a very small one. Which is that? What is that? 1 minute. Sadhana Panchakam. It's just 5 shlokas. Sadhana Panchakam. 5 shlokas. But all are nuclear bombs. It starts with basic brahmacharya ashrama and ends up in the 5 shlokas as a Jivan Mukta. Very clearly steps, what to do. इसके बाद ये, इसके बाद ये, इसके बाद sadhanas, what sadhana to be done in life. Okay, this is by Adi Shankara only. Very simple one. Very meaningful, very effective. We will take that. Post that, I hope to complete this by Dasara, so that during Dasara we can either start, 2 options are there. Ramana Maharshi's, what is that? Ramana Maharshi's why am I forgetting names? Ramana Maharshi's,
Who am I?
who am I name? What is that? The Tamil name. Upadeshasaram. Yes, Upadeshasaram. Ramana Maharshi's Upadeshasaram we will start. That is another 30 shlokas. Nice ones. Very, very different way he takes it. But that gives you, see, these are all conceptual shlokas. Once that whole gamut and the concepts are very clear, then you can take whichever you want. Then we can even go for 108 shlokas of Viveka Chudamani. Select 108 shlokas of Viveka Chudamani. So At least these three is what I would first want to complete. One is Sadhana Panchakam, followed by Upadesha Sara, followed by 108 shlokas of Viveka Chudamani. Easily will take 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah? Let us try that. Okay then. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Yeah.
Hari Om. Thank you,
Hari
sir.
Om. Yeah. Hari Om.